go meeting. Let's get started. So the first thing on the agenda is to review all the members and the roles. And if we need to vote on new roles, we can do that. I know that there was supposed to be a co-chair with you, Angie, right?
Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm.
However, when I tried to engage, I really didn't hear any feedback from her. Did anybody else hear anything?
No.
Yes, no, maybe so. Yep.
I didn't hear anything from anyone.
Okay. It was, so Virginia was supposed to co-chair. So I'm going to reach out to Virginia and see if she still wants to be on the council. If not, we'll put an end date for her. Okay, guys?
Okay.
Angie, do you feel like that you need a co-chair with you to get any of the work done? Or do you feel like
No, it's not.
there you go.
We can talk.
Yeah, you ran in there voluntarily.
Yeah.
So then we'll keep you as the chair,
I know that,
Angie.
but you ran in there.
Okay.
Everybody want to vote on that?
On what? I'm sorry, we were talking about doggies.
Okay, so we were talking about how Virginia, I hadn't heard anything from Virginia about, you know, kind of moving forward with the council, and she was voted a co-chair with Angie. So I asked Angie if she felt comfortable enough to just continue to be the chair. And then we just needed to vote on it to make sure that you guys feel comfortable with that. Amanda, if you want to be the co-chair, you're more than welcome to, or Robert. Is Terrence with you, Marjorie?
Yeah.
He's right over here, yeah.
Hi, Terrence.
Hello, how are you doing? Terry
Good, how
works
are
too.
you?
The only person who called me Terrence was my mother.
Oh,
She was pissed.
what do you want me to call you?
Terry,
Terry. Hey, Terry.
Terry and the Pirates. Yeah.
Terry in the pirate hat. All right, so what do you guys want to do? Amanda, Terry, Rob?
I say yes.
Yeah, let's
Sure,
get the
yes,
meeting going. I
absolutely.
mean, if it keeps it rolling.
Nice.
Okay, so we're gonna keep Angie as the chair.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. All right, Angie, so you're now just the chair, okay? If you need any help, I'm here.
Man, I will. I know where to find you. 2 places.
Yes, you do.
Thank you, Angie.
You're
Perfect.
welcome.
And everybody feels comfortable. Marge, you still feel comfortable? Everybody's still in agreement for Marge to be the secretary?
Yep.
Maybe the secretary.
Okay, and then you guys feel comfortable? We're all voting for me to stay the treasurer?
Yep.
Okay, Amanda, yup.
Does anybody else want secretary?
What does being secretary involve?
You got to remember stuff, and my memory lately has been really blah because my oxygen level has been really low.
I see. Well,
Oh.
I guess. Yes.
So Amanda, so basically I would be touching base with you and Angie would be touching base with you. There's really no specific role for the secretary. The one thing that we need to do is make sure that like the agenda I put together gets to our town in time to be posted.
Oh yeah, I think that's easy enough.
Oh, it's totally easy enough. So if do you want to do that, Amanda?
Yeah, I'll take it over.
Okay, everybody in favor of,
It is an easy job. It's just I can't remember stuff. I constantly bother Elle with what's this link and what's that. I get brain farts all the time.
No problem.
cool. All right, everybody in favor of Amanda becoming the secretary, say aye.
Yay!
Aye.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Wow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your statue will be in the mail. No, I'm just joking.
And your severance pay will be in the mail, March.
Right, there you go.
She heard you.
All right, so the next step is to review and vote for the grantee applications for the year 2021. It looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
I think
12,
29, 28.
15. We got 15
15,
applications. 15 applications. And I just finished our annual report two weeks ago. And for the amount of money that we have for granting this year, I don't know if you guys went into that part. Do you guys know?
Not really.
I don't know the dollar amount, no.
We have $6,418 to give away for grants.
Okay, now I'm gonna make a suggestion here. Reading through everything today and, you know, calculating everything, there are some that I say absolutely not to, but the Granby Memorial, Veterans Memorial, they want $5,000. I
Well-
say, yeah, I say, let's put them at the bottom of the pile, figure out who we're gonna say yes to, and what's left over, we have to donate something to them, but not 5,000.
So it comes back to our council priorities. Remember that we created that, Marge? Amanda and Angie, I think it was the meeting before you guys joined us. But Marge, remember it was before COVID, we talked about the priorities. We're trying to impact the highest number of Granby residents, giving the annual budget.
Yep.
Prioritizing events and activity programs that occur within the town of Granby, unless transportation is provided to residents for outside of the community. Programs that support schools, town, special installations, and events are weighted with equal value. Additional criteria reflects local concerns and community cultural needs. Variety of cultural products that empower, educate, enrich, enlighten, endeavor, and excites. Remember, we were trying to do that, Marge?
I remember that, yes. It's just that there are some programs here where I'm like dead set yes on, and there's
Right.
some dead set no on. But I
Well-
still say, if there's a balance, we got to give something to our
Oh,
own
yeah.
veteran.
Well, the maximum grant funded that can be requested is $1,000 we came up with, remember? And that you have to have a scheduled date for the event and secure a venue. Those are the last three things that we put into the priorities. So you guys need to keep
Yeah.
that in mind.
Right. There's also another one that wants to do a program, but they want it, it's at the senior center, and it's the hip hop something. They want it during Black History Month. Like, duh, hello.
I would not fall for that because I work at a senior center in a different town, and those people have applied to every town with that ridiculous request. It seems like they're just trying to see who takes the bait.
Thank
Right.
you. It's a dime short and a day late.
Well, and don't forget
Agreed.
too, they don't get the reimbursement until, you know, they apply for the process, and it's a whole, you know, scenario. So do you guys want to get started?
Yeah.
All right. So it looks like the first application on our table is Valley Art Mentors. The mailing address is out of Holyoke.
What's that?
The project name is Artist Mentoring Program and Webinar Series. So it sounds like it's a virtual held. So they secured the venue.
Hold on a second. I gotta get Terry organized here.
Okay.
Okay, I gotta
That
find my
takes
page
forever.
one. I printed everything out.
Holy moly, Marge, you printed all that out?
Well, no, I put the titles and
Oh,
how
okay.
much and the number and my opinion.
Okay.
Okay. This is a virtual thing.
Okay, June.
So I don't know. It's basically Holyoke has a senior student, art student, who has been really recognized lately, like big time. So they're really into this art mentoring program. But I think it's basically for Holyoke kids. So I put a question mark on that one. Even though it's virtual, they're pressing for this kid who really did good work. His artwork is
How's this
shown
good?
at the inauguration. I mean, like, he really is a good kid.
And the virtual thing here, how do the residents access that?
So the residents need to have a secure internet connection, and they need to have some kind of device, whether it's a pad, like an iPad, or another type of tablet, or laptop, or desktop computer. I'm sure, oh, we just lost Angie.
So we fund something like a virtual program. Virtually anybody could get into that. Not necessarily residents of Granby, but Holyoke, South Hadley, Boston, Newark.
But I think this,
So I just want to give you guys a heads up with Zoom meetings, if that's what they're gonna use. I haven't read the whole thing. You need a password to get in.
Okay,
I just think that that's really geared more toward Holyoke. Just knowing what's happened with the Holyoke art students lately. So that's like a question mark in my head.
Okay, well, let's look at it a little bit more. It says that there's 2 different programs, which is their goal. Okay, the first one's to kind of having artists make initial decisions about training, business models, with internships. And then the second program is the webinar series designed to support artists and art organizations. Do they say something very specific about?
Just lose her?
No,
Okay,
she's reading it.
okay.
Yeah, sorry.
No problem. I'm not used to this virtual stuff at all.
So it looks like there's mentor applications from a wide variety of artists, East Hampton, Shelburne Falls, a painter in Hampshire County, Springfield, Holyoke, and Amherst.
So,
Do you think our Granby students would benefit from this?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Amanda and Angie, what do you guys
help
think?
them.
I mean, I don't know how they're advertising it, but I mean,
Well, it says, how are you planning to promote the project to the community and your target audience? They're going to send out press releases, post on social media, email the list of contacts that they have, reach out through our organizational partners across the valley to promote the webinar series, as well as the culmination of the mentor cohort. To me, it's like they want to open it up to 400 people, but they're not specifically telling you where they're going to get the 400 people. It could be from a lot of different areas. Like,
Right, I'm leery about
Okay.
that.
how
yeah,
do you
and
guys feel about that?
I just feel like kids are on their computers all day, and unless a teacher is forcing them to do other stuff like this, I don't know if they're really going to be that interested in something that's so widespread. I feel like when stuff is Granby focused, Granby people want to support it.
Thank you, Amanda. I agree.
Yes,
I agree with you.
I agree too.
And I don't understand how the mentoring program is going to help young artists on virtually. I mean, there's nobody there to physically assist them or anything. It's all
Yep.
like we're talking now. It's like no real physical contact. How does that really work?
Mm-hmm.
So I say no to this.
I agree.
Me too.
I can't buy it. I agree.
All right, so we're saying no to number 1.
Yep,
Yes.
All right,
Excellent.
number 2.
New England Saxophone Woodwind Quartet.
Quartet.
No date or place.
Who are they and what are they?
And they want
Hmm.
$590.
Whoa.
I say no.
They don't even have a venue.
Yeah, that was what concerned me the most.
No.
And that's one of our council priorities is you need to have a date and a venue.
No,
Yep.
no. I can't get behind that. I like the idea of the saxophone and Windward concert. I mean, it's good music.
Is that Terry?
If they have nothing,
Yeah,
if they have nothing, no dates or time or place, it sounds like a scam.
It seems like they really didn't do their homework, Terry, and they're just kind of putting the application together.
yep,
Yeah, that's exactly it.
So that's another no.
I
All
know.
right, everybody's voting a no on that.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, that was easy. I didn't have to read the whole thing.
Poetry reading, I say yes to.
I can get behind it.
It's only $410.
All right, Stephanie Baird. She is a resident of Granby,
Yes.
Okay.
and she has a date, June 10th. She has a venue, and it's
virtual
under
and a
$1,000.
library.
Yeah.
So she's hit our priorities. Okay, it's
I
a
say
30 to
yes.
45-minute poetry reading of her own poetry. And it's going to be shared over Zoom.
Can I,
I
can I,
see,
te-
yes.
can I tell you that she's my neighbor?
Oh. Well, she
She
took
knew
the
what
time
the
to
end-
really, pay attention and to follow, the process. So
Yeah, she's
kudos
my
to
neighbor.
her.
Yeah, she's right next door to me.
That sounds.
So she's requesting $410. 350 of it would be a salary, and then marketing promotion, $30, supplies $30. How do
Yeah.
you guys want to vote?
Yes.
Yes, I'll go for it.
I'm gonna have to say yes. She's my neighbor.
Okay, well, that's not the reason why you vote, Angie.
Yeah, everybody's neighbors.
She will know that I vote against her.
Amanda, what do you vote?
In the library presentation, that's going to be a person,
I
correct?
guess I will vote yes.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Are we going to grant the full $410?
For now, yes,
Why not?
until we figure out what, by the time we get down to the bottom.
Yeah,
What we have
You know?
left, yeah.
we've already saved $940 on the first two.
All right, the next application. I don't even know.
Duo pianist.
Virtual
applicant
and
is
its
Kurt
local
Whipple?
channel.
Yeah.
Duo pianist, composer, educator, Whipple, and morals in concert.
But $750, that's
Doing a
big
virtual
bucks.
concert.
So the project's gonna take place sometime between March and December. Estimated number of people served, 1,000. It will be on a local, so it'll be on Granby's local access cable TV.
But $750?
Well, let's
I
see what
don't-
they wanna, where's the breakdown of it?
I think the population reach estimate is a little inaccurate.
You don't think there's 1,000 people in Granby that wanna turn that channel on and watch it, Amanda?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't even know what channel that is.
Angie,
Just kidding, just kidding.
I've been living in Granby forever. So they're requesting $750. They're staying, their salaries or stipends would be $2,000. Marketing promotion, they want to spend $500 on. So the subtotal is $2,500, but they're only asking us for $750. They're gonna try to get private donations, in-kind service and cable access donations, in-kind gift, Whipple and Morale. So
Then get back to us once they have all their donations.
Yeah.
So what do you guys want to do? Yes or no?
No,
Okay, Angie, Amanda?
It's just the amount of money is too high.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Well,
no.
if we have, we don't have to grant them the entire thing, you know, we can give them a smaller grant.
then
Well,
put a
that's-
question mark on it.
Okay, yeah.
and
If they
we're
want a
gonna think.
donation,
Come back.
yeah, if they want a donation, we can just give a donation.
There you
Well,
go.
it's not gonna be a donation, it'll be a grant, but.
Yeah, but like, we can just be counted as a donation as well. So,
Not full amount. All right, we'll come back to that, okay?
okay.
All right, 5.
River Stories for Valley Classrooms. No date, and it happens over all various places. I say no go.
I agree.
I can't get behind it.
Estimated number of people served, 10,000.
10,000?
But what towns?
Yeah, well, stories of River Valley,
Oh,
stories for Valley classrooms, what really are they talking about?
Well, my concern is where does the project take place? In school. But with COVID, that's not a guarantee.
Right.
I'm sorry, but I hear River Valley Classrooms. That doesn't guarantee Granby a visit.
and I doubt the first thing teachers are going to do is get people to group together to watch this.
And what river do we have running through Granby?
It says the target audience for this project, the student and schools of the Pawcatuck Valley land inhabited by river tribes, including Nonotuck, Norwottuck, living in the area now known as Hadley, Hatfield, Northampton,
Right.
the Warnoco of Westfield, and the Agawam of
them pay
Springfield
for
to the state line.
It's not Granby. Let them pay for it.
Okay, so
no.
that's a no.
That's no.
Okay,
Nope.
Amanda?
No. Nope.
Number 6.
If you're gonna talk about the
Chainsaws,
history of Bachelor
cheeseburgers, and
Party,
rock and roll live. I say yes.
you wanna talk about Bachelor
Margie, I
Party,
miss talking to you,
Granby Hall,
Margie.
yes.
That's my favorite thing. It's for the students.
Okay, Chambersburg.
All right, so they say the project will take place online. They've literally just said 2021, and they think they're gonna serve 2,000 people.
What is it?
Students.
Students, yes.
It says, if yes, where does the project take
2,000
place?
students
In
in the town of
school.
Granby.
Yeah. I say yes to that guy. If you look at his site, it's like awesome.
What is it?
Okay, but he's still not following the priorities, Margie.
Oh,
So,
come
okay.
on.
I
When
like
I was
rock
in
and roll.
school, cousin
like
Brucey
chainsaws.
came to visit us.
I'd rather a
And that was
hamburger, not a cheeseburger.
1970, okay?
Right, but we gotta figure out how they're going to pick how many kids in school, like what's their process?
Yeah, that's like,
Didn't it say virtual, 200 students?
yeah, virtual 200.
Yeah, but how are they gonna pick out 200 students? 200
2,000.
Granby
Excuse me.
students?
2,000, Granby
2,000
doesn't
students
have
in Granby.
2,000.
Yeah. The biggest class was 112.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. I don't think that's realistic.
No, I
And
can't
we
get
said
behind
no
that.
to other people who are unrealistic too.
Nah, it's just, you know me, my heart goes out for
I know, Marge.
programs for the kids.
I know.
Sorry.
What a chainsaw's got to do with kids?
No, but you gotta see his site. It's hysterical. He's recommended by all the local stations and then some.
I'll give him $200.
The show takes place virtually during class time, either for one class or for many. However, if it's the wish of the council and the school, it's possible to have up to 2,000 attendees on the secure platform. So it's also possible to invite the community to attend as well. Advertising will be done through the school and, if allowed, through social media to reach the community as well.
An old-fashioned school assembly, something that these kids don't know about.
I don't know. I mean, it would have been nice with the application if he had talked to the principals. You know, because you know how sometimes people ask for grants to do stuff at the library and then the library mails us a letter saying like, I'm recommending.
How much is he asking for, El?
500.
500.
Oh, okay.
It's
I don't
something for our
That's
kids.
fine.
250.
Carrie. I mean, I'm not sold either way on this place, to be honest with you. I'm not a fan that it's 2021. The estimated number of people, I mean, he doesn't talk about the process. He doesn't talk like he's already reached out to the schools to say, here's my idea, let's make it solid. I would feel way more comfortable if he did the legwork, you know?
Right. I agree.
I mean, it just kind of, to me, again, like the other few people ahead of him, he kind of slapped the application together to see if he was going to be able to do it or not.
Well, let's put a question mark on that because
Yeah.
you know me and school assemblies.
But, I mean,
Amanda, what do you think?
I don't think there's 2,000.
I just think that, I don't know, I think online is just, I don't think he's gonna really reach Granby people specifically, and then to think about in-person stuff, I just don't think that's gonna happen.
I agree with Amanda. Yeah.
So Amanda and Angie, you're voting no for it.
Yes.
Are you voting
No.
yes or no?
I'm voting no.
Terry's voting no.
All right, well, there you go. So Laura, no. So we're saying no to it. Moving on to 7.
Oral history.
This
project.
one is, I don't know.
No.
Individual interviews ending in a book in a library.
That would be good.
But
Who's gonna write it? Who's gonna do all the legwork on that one?
he's a known, well, actually, I tried to Google him because supposedly he's a known author. And he's not Googleable.
He's actually applied for grants previously with the council for other different activities, and it's been approved and then denied depending on whatever project.
Yeah.
I don't know about, to me, this is kind of,
Nah,
I can't get behind that. And there's not enough information on the sheet here. It's pretty expensive. And individual interviews, who are we gonna interview? I mean, we're gonna interview,
and it just says about a Granby resident. So
Yeah.
how would he even pick the Granby resident?
it would be the Randalls and what other
yeah, exactly.
names in the
Kellogg's
town.
and all those, those other, it wouldn't be the Tiptons or the Sheetings or the Wilsons or anything like
It
that.
sure so wouldn't be the Tiptons. We just moved here 22 years ago.
So how do you guys want to vote? Yay or nay?
No,
Nay.
No. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
loud and clear. Moving on to number 8. How many did we say we had?
15.
Jesus, we're halfway done. Did we give anybody money?
Now the
Yes,
pastel
yes.
paint,
Angie's
my-
neighbor.
My neighbor.
I like that one.
the pastel paint is always gone over big with residents,
Let's not forget.
and it's only 563.
John Root, he's definitely somebody who's applied to us consistently.
He every year.
We skipped the birds,
Where's the bird? No, we didn't.
attracting birds, butterflies,
back up,
and bees, and
back
other
up.
beneficiaries.
You missed.
Attracting birds, butterflies, bees, and other beneficials.
Yes,
I like that. I
What's
like that. That's educational.
You got your.
It's a Zoom presentation scheduled for 7 p.m. on Tuesday, April 27th, 2021. He's got a date. It's a virtual Zoom, so he's got the venue.
By Granby Media.
It's
And
under $1,000, is he
$350.
asking?
No, it's $400.
350 according to this.
Okay. It's a 90-minute PowerPoint presentation via Zoom, providing guidance on welcoming birds, butterflies, bees, and other beneficial wildlife.
Yeah, I just feel like kids aren't going to want to do that after 6 hours on Zoom during school.
No, the
I
kids
don't-
might not, but the
But
adults.
the adults might,
I was just
Yeah.
gonna say, Amanda, it doesn't say anything about kids specifically.
no,
Okay, then I'll vote yes.
I'll vote yes on that. Yes, I'd like to know the day it's happening to watch
It
it.
says, who's the target audience? Adults and mature youth.
Yes,
People with
That
government,
worked.
you know?
I'm a mature youth.
Well, he's gonna
Anybody
do
with a
it.
garden- Yeah, anybody with a garden would be interested in this.
Well, it's outside, it's spring, it's April 27th.
Yeah,
And he's gonna do a Zoom, so maybe it'll get people to go outside in the spring in their backyard.
Yay!
Exactly.
Great
Okay,
idea. Yeah.
that's a
Okay,
yes.
yay or nay?
Yes,
Yay!
yes, yay.
Oh my God, we
Yeah.
finally gave some more money away.
I like giving money away.
Hip hop dance chair exercise for seniors. They want this happening during Black History Month.
Hold on a second, I'm trying to figure out how much they're asking us.
They're asking 350 for the attracting birds, butterflies, bees, and other beneficials.
I'm looking at 450. Where are you getting the 350?
I've
On
got
the sheet that-
400.
Okay, I've got a
don't
sheet
know.
that says 350 in front of me.
I don't know.
So let's compromise, do the math and come up with
I
an
copied and
average.
pasted.
400 sounds good.
Well, in the breakdown, it says salary and stipends 450, nothing on space rental, marketing, promotion, supplies, or capital expenditures.
Okay.
And then it says total projected expenses 450, amount requested from this LCC 350.
350.
yeah,
Okay.
That's what I got here.
I say yes.
Yes, I think.
Right,
that would work.
okay, we're moving forward now. I'm sorry.
Hip hop dance and chair exercise. They want it happening during Black.
Oh, see,
Black
look, there's
History
the
Month.
letter after the butterflies thing. It's from the Granby Community Access. See how they have the letter in it.
Yeah,
See,
we got
this
some
is
dandelions
good
and
work.
pastels.
But Black Lives Matter is this month. And they're
too
applying
late.
for now.
It's too late.
And
Wait a
even though
minute.
it's medically approved for the senior citizen, we can't approve it for this month.
Hold on, I am not with you guys. I went from the application for the birds, butterflies, and bees, and then the next one for me is,
Hip hop dance.
the next one for me is Gregory Maychak.
What? I missed one?
No, you
Yeah,
got
it says Jean
actually, attracting birds,
Malays,
butterflies,
dandelions, how to pastel paint.
Oh, these people are sneaky.
Are you not seeing that?
Oh,
Gene Frisco's millets, dandelions, and how to paint pastel. paint.
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
Okay, at number 4422660.
yes.
Okay, now I'm looking at a little bit ahead here. I got attracting birds, bees, and attracting birds, butterflies, bees, and other beneficials at 4055.1, and we just discussed that at 4122.5. And it's listed twice here.
Maybe he submitted the application twice by accident?
Yeah. I'll stick with the $350 for the first one, and we can bypass the second one. That would be great.
Is it, I don't see that though. I'm on page 72 of the panel.
Okay, I don't have the whole panel in front of me, but I'm
Okay.
just, so what we got in numbers, and I'm assuming the numbers, the 4122.5 and the 4055.1 are panel numbers.
I can pull it
Panel
up
is just
for
the
him.
whole kit and caboodle.
I can pull it up for him.
Are you not, I mean, hold on a second. We're on page 72, so let me scroll up.
You see what I'm looking at right here, Marge?
Yeah,
Here's that
I
number.
thought I saw it.
No, that number, they're different.
Oh, yeah, attracting birds and bees. Yep, it's in there twice, but in
Twice,
my thing, it goes to dandelions, pastel paint, and then wingmasters, birds of prey, and then attracting birds. and
Yes,
then the
I'm
hip
sorry, I jumped ahead on that, but it just caught my attention here.
Settle down, settle down.
For UMass, I'm used to this kind of stuff all the time.
All right, what page was 72? All right, so Gregory, how to pastel paint with dandelion, well, for dandelions.
Okay.
Estimated number of people served, 30. He's
Actually,
got the venue, Granby Public Library. Will the project take place on a certain day? Absolutely. And how much is he asking for?
11/13 library, who knows, maybe the Canova thing will be over by then, we could actually have people attend it in person.
Well, he says, present on November 13th as an in-person pastel workshop or an exciting remote Zoom event.
That's
So,
good.
Get behind
he's
that.
making it flexible. I think that's realistic, guys. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Adults and seniors, if room, older teens, 18
It's not
plus.
like anybody could be interested in that.
Yep. How do you guys feel about the pastel painting of the dandelions?
Let's go with a yes.
Yes, I'll
Yes.
go yes.
Angie, Amanda,
Yep.
How much, yeah,
how much is he asking?
Yes.
$563.
Sounds good to me.
okay. I'm fine.
Amanda?
Yes.
Okay.
It's gonna be live and in person. Let's do it.
Jackie Lynn Circle says yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think he's making it flexible, so I think that's
Yes.
good.
I agree.
And he has everything in there that the priorities we asked for the council, so that's good too.
Are we up to the hip hop dance?
No.
No?
Oh, shut up!
Wingmaster Birds of Prey.
Yeah, Wingmaster Birds of Prey.
I like that.
It's a great
You guys
show.
crack
right?
me
You
up.
do the Same thing when they have Granby Day.
In
It's
Granby
at the
Days.
library
Yeah.
on 10/23. I say yes, it's
Yeah.
4/25.
So this is gonna take, so we have the venue, we have the date, it says 30 people. When does this project take place? After out of school. Total kids served, 25.
25, only 25 people are gonna be serviced by that?
25
You're
kids.
still gonna have to separate people and,
Yeah, that's true. Okay. All right.
how many are you gonna fit in the Granby Library?
With a shoehorn?
With a 6-foot spacing.
Yeah,
Well, they could do it outside in the parking lot, though. That's a big parking lot.
There you go.
Yeah.
But not in October.
October might not be bad. I mean, they're talking about
Not bad.
No,
birds.
No, I go in October.
I'm
Ah,
glad we go in October.
Can we earmark that?
Hold on, I'm still reading. Sorry.
That's all right. Now you can't read, young lady.
Excuse me.
Promises, promises.
You guys.
I'm trying to read what, okay,
You can
so
use this bathroom, Terry. It's safer.
the Granby Library is gonna help them promote it. There's books at the library that kind of go with it. I don't know what they're gonna be doing, though.
They kind of need the help.
It's like a presentation. It's a show and tell presentation. Did you guys read this? Am I going crazy here?
You're not going crazy.
Okay, to be able to see birds up close and learn about them.
That means he's bringing the birds to the library. Or a bird, maybe an owl.
Does it show how he's gonna figure out what kids?
I don't know. No, it didn't.
Be happy if 25 kids show up.
He's gonna have to figure out, well, I guess he's got the library support. How do you guys feel about the Wingmasters Birds of Prey?
It's $425. It's affordable.
Yep, I agree.
Angie,
Yes.
Hell, that's not my go-to if I had that day off.
you're not a kid, so sorry.
Don't
Just
tell him.
drive by, honk your horn and wave.
There you go. It's okay, I'll find a kid to bring.
All right,
Yeah, you wanna
$425.
Attracting birds, butterflies, and bees. That is something everyone needs to know.
How we doing with money?
Hold on, let me get a
Already.
handy dandy calculator out.
Get the same one again?
Yeah,
It's $400.
Yeah, but the other one was $350.
Yeah.
Let's go with the $350 one.
Oh, with the birds.
No,
Oh,
it's the-
okay,
It's the
gotcha.
same program.
You're right. Okay, so we say no to this one because the one for $350 is the same thing.
So we've said yes to $1,433 so far.
Okay,
Okay, sound good.
out of our $6,000 budget,
Yeah, right?
we should be able to donate a lot to the memorial then.
Boy, you guys are coming for that. So we still have $4,985 to grant out.
Okay.
To spend?
Now the
Sounds good.
virtual hip hop dance.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on, let me get there, Marge. Hold on.
I lost my place. Oh, there it is. Okay.
You always lose your place.
Hey.
I
The only
followed
one-
you around trying to pick up tools after you.
Sorry, I go to the bathroom.
My God.
Can you tell these guys are buddies? Ah,
Oh, that's too big.
you could sit on it.
I can't move it.
No, you can't, because it's tied to the bed.
Well, then go sit in the chair over
No.
there.
So this sounds like it's a hip hop chair exercise for senior for an hour.
But they want it on Black History Month. This is Black History
Now,
Month.
would they be
It's
talking
senior
next
citizen,
year?
and it's medically backed up by many, senior programs. But it's like a dime short and a day late.
Something like $1 short and day late.
Oh, whatever the phrase is,
Well, no.
I
Late
don't
and a
know.
dollar short is
Yeah.
what it is.
Whatever.
But this is Black History Month, and
I-
we're already in
I've
day
got one
4.
question though. Is this for 2021 or 2022?
21. It
21,
said
okay.
21.
Then,
Well, with COVID right now, everything's kind of extended. They
Yeah.
didn't really put the year. That would have been helpful.
yeah.
That's
know,
why
it
we're
doesn't
just
really
looking
I
at-
actually
don't have
have
a
to.
problem with it, but if it's for this year, never gonna get it done in
Yeah,
time.
It's only
it doesn't
200
necessarily have to happen during Black History Month.
It
It's
says
only-
around Black History Month, so it could
Right,
be
that's-
March.
yeah.
Okay, so.
It's only
all right,
$200.
that could be May, the way things are going right now.
It's like
March,
$280. And
Why do we have to have Black History to 1 month?
thank you.
Because all the blacks are born this month, right?
Yeah. I can get behind
I
that.
say yes to this.
Yes.
I really do. It's
Absolutely,
backed
yes.
up by medical, doctors and other senior,
I know a
medical-
senior who might really enjoy it.
uh,
Oh,
what do you call
sure,
them?
yeah.
Medical programs.
She's just there.
This is
watching. She
backed
might
up.
Not do anything, but she's sitting there watching it.
So they're asking for
$280.
$280. It's an hour-long exercise for seniors at the senior center in Granby.
That sounds like a great
That's-
idea.
That's a yes.
I say
Amanda,
yes.
I say yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it on Zoom or in person?
it does not say. However, when I did drive by the Granby Senior Center, when it was nicer out, I saw them exercising in the parking lot.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, Amanda, if they don't do it over Zoom, if they're gonna do it in the parking lot.
It'll be actually again if they elongate or stretch Black History Month to March or April. It wouldn't. I don't think that would really hurt anybody's feelings.
I say yes.
And put in the parking lot in those days.
You know,
At
it
that
comes out
time.
virtual.
Virtually. Yeah.
Bob, Terry, what do you guys vote?
Gravy Channel, it should be,
Yeah. Yeah.
Vote.
Well, yes. Yeah.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
Angie, Amanda?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, number 12,
The Veterans Memorial.
the Veterans Memorial.
My wife and I are both veterans, and we strongly support this action. My uncle and my
support it,
father
but
are
I
both,
say-
both veterans.
5,000 kills the budget for everything. So
Oh,
let's
definitely.
go down, and whatever's left over, we can donate to it.
I can get
All right,
behind
so
that.
here's the deal. When will the project take place? Current. I don't know what that means.
That means they're doing the tours now.
They're ongoing, it's
And
like,
they want money to fund for 1,000 people more tours. And I say, we're not gonna deny the Granby veterans, but I say,
There's quite a
let's
few of
go
us out
down
there.
and finish our stuff, calculate it up, and what's left over, we'll at least donate something.
and understand this, I don't think this is just the current veterans. It goes to the memorials that we used to have in the town halls for the Civil War veterans, the Revolutionary War veterans, Spanish American War veterans, World War One, World War II veterans.
It takes you through the walk.
It takes you, yeah. And there's a lot of people from Granby have contributed to all those causes.
I mean, we can't really not donate anything.
I'm not saying no, but we need to hold everybody up to the same,
Right,
know.
$5,000 is,
Right.
it sounds like we're trying to pay for the whole thing, and that's,
No,
That's
we're not gonna
65.
do that.
that's,
No, they say the whole thing is, 150,000.
no, $5,000 doesn't sound that bad then, but we can't afford it ourselves, I understand that. But, you know, every cent they get will be appreciated.
Let's put an earmark on that. Let's finish our things, add it up, and see what we got left over.
I can get behind Marge on that.
Me too.
Amanda and Angie, we don't have to put a total. Are you yay or nay?
I'm yay.
Yay.
You know, and it also goes for the Vietnam era veterans who kind of got screwed in the long run.
Oh,
Also
man.
goes
Well, if
to
it's
police
going to the
veterans and
Vietnam, I'm not
Yeah.
interested.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Yeah.
just joking. Just joking. Just joking.
Now, the next one, I'm sorry, Hilltown Families, if you read it, it's like an advertisement. This is what's going on in this town. This is what's going on in that town.
Well, it's online and I hate to, regurgitate what Amanda said, but it's not like kids gonna wanna, if they go online after school hours, it's probably gonna be Xbox.
Yeah, exactly.
Xbox,
Seriously.
okay. No.
Seriously, I went Z, like I'm falling asleep just reading it.
Exactly.
No. Again, we're gonna get stuck on a
Absolutely
few
no.
select families in town, and that's about it. And
And the
Hilltowns, that covers a lot more than Granby.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it's literally something, it's like an online resource that's accessible to a lot of people every day of the year.
You could read the local paper saying what's going on in your town now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Are we voting?
No.
Yeah.
No.
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 I cannot get behind that.
Okay, no.
And a comfort at Dufresne Park. I mean, come on,
Who's playing?
$2,300?
You gonna get a Led Zeppelin?
No,
Oh, my goodness.
The Beatles.
Beatles? No, it takes 2 more bullets to get the Beatles.
I'm sorry.
You give McCartney's son.
Yeah. I tell Santana.
There you go.
Oh, God.
I can't get into that one. I'm sorry.
Like those online resources, but it's not following our priorities.
No.
I can't get on.
So Friends of Granby Elderly, they do this every year. They put on multiple concerts on the greens.
Yes.
$2,300?
Well, they put on it's like what, every Tuesday or something?
They usually
Mary.
do 4 throughout the summer on Tuesdays.
Right.
Um,
I don't know if we're gonna be able to eat, is with COVID happening,
Exactly.
is
We gotta be
the
able to have the
park
concerts.
open?
Outdoor concerts, I don't understand why we really couldn't have them with the distancing and
Well, you can have them.
you can have them, yeah.
You can have them. There's not a problem with having them. It's just,
Who's gonna go?
exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sorry. We don't go to those concerts. We don't
the-
even hear of them.
The 1 or 2 that I went to were excellent.
I've gone to a couple and they've been pretty good.
Yeah,
I just,
Well, do you
my
want-
concern is that
I'll give you a
it's,
partial on that.
Wait, go ahead.
it just feels like half the town is for big community events and the other half of the town are not,
Right.
or it's everybody's comfort level. And then I don't know with Governor Baker, are parks open right now or are they closed or?
exactly, yeah, exactly, right. Hopefully with the
keeps
vaccines
changing.
coming out and the future is looking a little bit better, but $2,375 is quite a gamble on, on
Well, we
amenities.
don't go above 1,000. One of the priorities
would
we
be good.
created is that you can't ask for more than 1,000.
Yeah,
How much have we spent so far?
Is this the last application?
Yeah,
yes,
All right, so not including this last application.
okay. Don't forget that the veterans of Granby need something.
Right, but we can't give out more than $1,000 in our priorities.
Oh,
oh, okay, I did not know that.
Didn't you just listen to me when I was reading it earlier?
I
Yeah,
did.
Actually, I did. I'm the only one
Thank
here.
you,
that did.
Amanda. Thank you, Amanda.
Did like
I
4
just-
times already that we only give out $1,000.
I feel like it's hard to give stuff to people planning things this year because like we really don't know, and then it's like, do we really want to rob someone else of the chance if theirs is more realistic? I don't know.
I agree. This pandemic is like really messing with everybody.
Yeah.
So without taking into consideration any of the money for the memorial, so let's say we give the grant $1,000 for the memorial. Does everybody agree to that? Yay or nay?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
definitely.
Yes.
Amanda?
Can you repeat that, please?
The memorial, the Veterans Memorial Grant for Granby, are we agreeing to $1,000?
Yes.
So we'll add that into the total. So not including the last application, we have $3,028 we've spent. So 6,418. We've never had this much
We
money to
rock.
give out in grants.
We
Mm.
When
rock.
I did that panel, I asked Mina, I was like, is this really true?
We rock.
So we have $3,390.
Is that including the concerts?
Nope.
Okay,
It's the $410 for the poetry reading. Oh, the duo pianist, we said not the full amount.
right.
I did not include that.
Shame on you.
I'm telling you now. We said yes to 350 to number 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So John Root.
Whatever it was you wanted, yes on it.
I didn't name.
And Gregory, we said yes to 563. Birds of the Prey, we said yes to 425.
There you go.
Number 11 is yes to 280. That's the
Hip hop.
hip hop.
Yep, 280 for the.
Did we say, yep, okay. And then 1,000 to the memorial. We said no to the Hilltown families.
No.
So we need to figure out how much we're gonna give to the duo pianist.
The what?
The duo pianist.
How much
Remember,
was he
we said
asking for?
yes, but we're not gonna give them the full amount, remember?
Yeah,
What was he asking for?
750, I think. Wait, hold on, it's number 4.
Here is, yeah, for Duet's chapbook, $410.
400.
The Duet's chapbook.
No, that's the
Poetry reading.
that's-
Oh,
yeah, that-
poetry reading.
yeah,
Sorry.
No,
yeah,
the poetry reading is 410. It's the one after that, the
Yeah.
duo pianist.
duo pianist is 750.
We have the money to give them the full amount.
Give it to him. The hell,
Terry says give it to him.
we're gonna lose it if we don't
I'll
use it,
go with
right?
Exactly. So yes.
We're gonna lose it if we don't use it. You're
Yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
right.
We'll
So
use
go
it.
with
That's
yes.
exactly what Terry just said.
I work for the federal government too.
Amanda, yes or no? Full amount for duo pianist, 750.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Please hold while I do the amount again. System processing.
Run out of water, there's more there.
We're gonna paint our walls this color. That's kind of like her color.
Huh?
We're gonna paint our walls that color in the living room.
I like that color. That's the color we have in our living room.
Really?
Yep.
Cool,
It's similar, very similar,
cool.
on our back wall, not the whole living room.
We're doing the whole living room?
No.
And then we're gonna do-
$3,778 we spent.
Yes.
So that gives us 6,418, subtract 3,778. So we still have $2,640. Do we want to give the concerts $1,000?
Sure.
Okay,
I like that idea. I think the concerts, the ones I've gone to, attended, Dufresne's were excellent. They're very fun. Unfortunately,
yes.
they weren't well advertised.
Oh, well, we're gonna try to ask everybody to give us flyers so we can post it on our Granby Facebook page.
Excellent.
Amanda, you said yes, I
Excellent.
heard?
That was
Yes.
me.
anyone who promises to advertise has got to put flyers up in Dunkin' Donuts, Mini Mart, and CVS, and all around, you know?
So
Cumberland
that
Farm.
leaves us with $1,640 left.
How much is that?
$1,640.
Not too bad.
Let's give it to
We can't.
the veterans.
We've already maxed out on the Veterans Memorial, correct?
Yeah, we gave them 1,000. Our council priorities say that you can't apply for more than 1,000 because
Oh.
we've never gotten this much before.
Yeah.
And we wanted to try to do as many projects as possible. And so remember last year, we had to call and ask people if they would take less in order to do it, and they did. So this year I can't, I'm surprised we have this much.
You know, it's
Me
great that
too.
we do, but
Is everything closed out now, or can other people still apply?
Everything's closed down now.
oh, shit. And there's no way we can kick any of this back to the Veterans Memorial.
We already put our priorities in place.
Yeah, I understand.
You know,
I
I
don't
love
know.
the Dufresne's dog park.
The things we said no to, I'm like adamantly no.
No, I can't really back out on any of those. I mean, maybe can we raise the amounts we're giving anybody?
I don't know.
I mean, it's like
I've never been in this
I really hate to
predicament.
give that money back to the state because, like I said, I work for the federal government. You take it or you lose it, and I'm assuming it's the same situation here, correct?
I mean, to be honest with you, I've never attended one of these meetings where we've had a surplus.
Well, yeah. Well, Granby might be the first on this one.
I don't even know what to do with this.
Camp thing. It's like, can we kick that up to maybe, 300? Give them another extra.
Can we
20 on that or
revisit the
something?
people that we say no to?
Hold on one second. Let me read what the council says.
Yeah.
We gotta
I've never,
more money to the really good programs.
Well, no, we're stuck by the rules. I mean, you don't.
listen, we have to, before September of this year, we have to come up with new council priorities or have a chance to look at them. So if you guys want to have another quick meeting before September to set our priorities a little differently for next year,
Mhm.
we can do that. We can
That
take
would
the
be good.
$1,000 cap out, but we put the $1,000 cap in because people were just asking for very large amounts of money.
So
And
we can
so-
actually keep that money somehow?
Hop in.
Can
We
you
could,
contact the school and ask them for programs or the library?
we can't, everything, this is it.
Yeah, that's it. It's locked in right now.
Oh, damn.
Is there a way around the rules here so that we can give the programs that we really like a little bit more?
One thing I discovered when I worked for the federal government, there was always a way around every rule.
There is a way around, gotta be.
It's COVID. There are no rules.
Exactly, exactly. It's the rules have changed. The whole situation
I
has
love
changed
that.
now. I'm blaming on COVID.
I really don't know.
Let's get it left over to some local food pantry then.
Can we do that?
Can we?
Listen, I'm reading right now.
Okay, sorry. Sorry.
I'm reading PowerPoint presentations that I haven't read in years.
There's gotta be something.
I'd love to give the extra
I-
cost to the food pantry. That'd be
I can't read
fantastic.
PowerPoint, but
Yeah. You
I'm a
know?
beta reader and alpha reader for books, so I to that.
It says MCC funds must be spent in upcoming grant cycle, must follow all state guidelines and reporting. Local funds, there's no deadline for spending,
Well, there's no deadlines for spending,
but that's different.
okay?
I gotta figure that part out. Hold on.
They asked 2 or 3 local food pantries if they can,
Put a,
they can
submit
put
a
in a
bid,
submission
yeah,
and we'll split it between them.
yeah. God, Barb was still alive. Talk to her.
Or the school,
Seance.
the lunch program for kids. I mean,
That's local food pantry, that's the same thing.
Barb used to work for the food pantry. She used to work for you.
To be honest, guys, I have no idea. So this is what I'm gonna do. If you
Okay.
guys are in agreement, because I don't really want to read all these PowerPoint presentations right now, to be honest.
I
I'm hungry.
understand perfectly.
So I'm gonna email Mina and just say, listen, these are the grants we said yes to, this is the amount. These are the grants we said no to, and this is how much money we have left over. What are our options?
Excellent.
And then what I'll do is I'll just email you guys some updates on it and see what we need to do. If we need to have another meeting or if it's something that we can just kind of get to the bottom of through a group email chain. What do you think?
Perfect.
Sounds like a
I
plan.
Sounds like a
agree.
very,
I agree too.
very, very
That
amicable
works.
solution.
Okay, because Mina does this for a living and I am hungry. So I'm gonna go.
We meet, yeah, we all ate dinner before this meeting.
Yeah.
I gotta be in bed at 6:30.
Listen, you're already late.
You're already
No,
late, Bob.
believe
Yeah.
me, I know. I gotta get up at 2 o'clock in the morning.
All right, so let's finish the agenda really quick, okay? I'll let you guys know as soon as I hear something from Mina. They do have community hours. They have like Zoom meetings, community hours. I don't know if you guys have been reading your email and seeing that.
I have seen them, yes.
Okay,
Marge's job.
Yeah.
the worst case
I've seen
scenario,
them.
I'll try to jump on one of those.
Marge will,
I'm a bad reader.
yeah, Marge will pass the information on to us.
All right, does anybody have any questions, concerns, or needs that we need to address other than our other predicament?
No,
No,
No, ma'am.
I just hope we can keep that $1,000 in Granby.
I agree.
Doesn't know, whatever it is.
Yeah,
I would like to, if it's possibility, I want to talk to Mina and see if we can maybe we can divide it up between all of the grantees, like just take the
That would work for me
$1,000
too.
and just divide it into how
Yeah.
many people we said yes to and split it up that way,
that would work.
Okay.
I don't want to lose it. I don't want to give it back to the state.
right? I mean, is that one of the options that you guys would agree to?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
It
definitely.
would mean though, like going above 1,000 for the Granby Memorial and for the concerts, but.
I have
Ooh.
no
That's
problem
No
with
problem at
that.
all. No problem at all.
All right, I'll talk to Mina and see if
If
we
we
can
give
do
it-
that first.
Pantries is
If
easy
not,
going.
we'll come up with different options, okay?
Okay.
Sounds good.
Great.
All right, the community input survey, this is something that Melissa definitely helped me with the last couple of years. It's a Google document that we had Kathy Leonard put on our Granby Town website, and I've kind of pushed it forward on the Granby Facebook page. It's the same questions, and now we used to have to do it every 3 years, but now we do it annually. Does anybody know how to access the results from that?
Results
No.
from what?
Nope.
From the community input. So we want to hear from people in the community about what they want, what they think their needs are, and what they would like to see happen.
Is it
So-
is it on a Google form?
Yes. What I'll do is, because I forward a copy of it to Mina, because I'm like,
Uh-huh.
what am I supposed to do with these results? Is there a place for me to store them? Like, you know, and she said, you could just email me a copy. And I said, okay. So I'll email you guys a copy of it tomorrow. I figured if we can have another meeting before September, we can go over council priorities, so we're not in this predicament again. And we can do like the new community input survey and put it out there.
Sounds
Nice.
very good.
Sounds good.
Amanda, maybe you can help
perfect.
me with that since you're the secretary?
Yes. You have my email, right?
Yep.
Okay. Sounds good.
Awesome. And then,
Thank you, Amanda.
Yeah, no problem. I'm excited.
has everybody gotten sworn in either like in
I
person
still have
or
to get
via the
sworn in.
phone?
I don't think I have either.
Me neither.
No, it's just been complicated.
You were supposed to check on me, Al.
Yeah.
So
We have to get sworn in.
Yeah, we have to get sworn in.
okay, so I emailed Kathy Leonard and she has all of us active. So the person who swore me in over the phone,
It will
Oh,
be
they could
Kathy
do it
Kelly
over the
Regan.
phone?
Yeah, they can do it over the
COVID.
phone. Yeah, Kathy can do it over the phone.
Oh, we didn't
but
know
Kathy's
that.
not the
You
one
know
that's.
that?
No.
Yeah, it's Catherine,
thought
I
so.
think.
No, you said you were gonna go down and you were gonna come outside and swear you
Yeah,
in.
she was gonna do that, but I'm gonna pay my dog license at the same time.
Yeah. It's the town
Or
administrator.
not.
No, I didn't go pay the dog licenses either. We got
Yeah,
the police.
it's the same exact person that you pay the dog license to. I forgot
Yeah.
her name.
Yeah.
Kathy
Catherine
We're,
or-
Kelly
we're
Regan.
gonna call
Yeah,
her
yeah.
and we'll get sworn in,
Yeah.
but I can't
Okay.
go down there.
Yeah.
Right, no. You can either like do it through the door or you can do it over the phone
Yeah.
because of COVID. And then there's like a little quick, there's a little like training. It's like a PowerPoint thing. You just click on it
Yeah.
because we work for the town. So
Now, is
Now I know, we'll be sworn in.
the
by
committee looking for
Friday,
new
how about that?
members? Is the committee looking for new members?
yes,
My wife is very interested in joining us.
that's good because listen, I just read, I got to touch base with Nina to see if it's still that way, but it says most terms are 3 years long. Members can be appointed for any length of time as long as they don't exceed 6 consecutive years, unless you need the quorum. And our council has been like legit skeleton, 5 people. So I don't even know how many years. I got to go check to see, but I've stayed on because I don't want Granby to lose out on money.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I
We
thank you
appreciate that Very
totally.
much.
So,
So
can my wife?
if you guys have more people
Yeah.
to join, absolutely. I'm more than happy to help. I'm more than happy to stay active as long as I can. I can take a year
God
off
bless
and come
you with
back the
all
next year
stuff
too,
you're
I
going
think.
through, with all the stuff you're going through, just God bless you.
Oh.
So how do I get my wife to apply for the committee?
So when you're going down to pay for the dog license, we need to talk to Kathy Leonard and we need to talk to, I don't know what
Kathy
she
Kelly
calls
Regan?
herself. And we need to get her on. So she's got to get sworn in through one of the, just talk to Kathy Leonard and talk to Catherine. I don't know. I
Kathy
have her
Kelly.
business card somewhere.
Kathy Kelly Reagan?
Yeah.
Yes. One's a K, one's a C. One's a K and one's a C,
I went to school with her.
So yeah, so just make sure that you guys follow up with this being sworn in. Amanda, I'll touch base with you about the community input survey. I'll let you guys know what Mina says about the extra funds and what options we have available because of our priorities. And we'll go from there. Okay.
Yep.
Very
Sounds
good.
good.
Very good.
You got it.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. And you'll hear from me too to try to schedule another Zoom meeting really quick, just a half an hour one before September, so we can do the council priorities and
Perfect.
the input survey. Okay.
Nice.
Good.
Candy. Take care.
Bye. Bye-bye,
Thank you,
guys.
guys.
Bye, guys.